Hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. And, before I even get started with this one, oh god. So, the other night, I got to host my very first live stream. And that'll be the last one for the next 3 months because according to YouTube, I was spamming. I don't even know how I did that. The only thing that I did is, I always have my little yen logo up here, which I know that's not doing it. And whenever I was on with Crypto Mikkel, we had the chat box going in the center. And somebody had posted in a YouTube link, a website link into there. Either that triggered it, or what Peter from DCTV said, Decentralized TV said, was that because I might be rolling out so much content, because I'm just trying to get some real good information out to all of you guys, and it looks like potentially from what Peter was saying, that maybe the amount of videos that I've been cutting to YouTube triggers their spam mode, so that when I finally went live, I was already flagged as being spamming just because I've been producing so much content. And maybe YouTube doesn't believe that people can produce content daily and actually work and put in the grind, which is really stupid. That if that's the fact with YouTube, that I got banned just because I post too much content. That just says that YouTube needs to redo their algorithmics for what they consider spam, what somebody's spamming is. Otherwise, the only other thing that it could possibly be would be that it showed a website on the chat box going through the video. I don't know. YouTube wasn't really 100% specific on it, which is crap. But moving on. And the other things, going back into the news, that was my little rant of the day. If you guys want to hear me really rant, I'm going to save it up, the rest of it, for later on tonight. I'm going to be getting on with Decentralized TV and ranting about it, and hopefully they don't get banned either, just because I'm on there, Maybe they just don't like this pretty face, I know I need a shave. I let Grammaton Cleric talk me into this No Shave November thing, and oh god, thank god, it's today's last day. I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning where I can shave. Oh god. Oh. But let's dig into today's news section. The key to staying profitable when mining revealed by a software startup. Ooh. Trying to stay profitable in a down market. That's an art in itself. A company has released the beta version of its cryptocurrency mining platform, the first iteration of Simple to Set Up. I don't know about that. I've yet to really see simple to set up, because you've got to tell somebody to get a wallet address. You have to teach them where to find this wallet address, how to use this wallet address, and then you got to get them onto this. I'm sorry, I probably would have lost my grandmother at step 2. What is the wallet? Some people just are not going to understand. So simple, unless it's an all-in-one, even then, I still say there's I have yet to really find what I quote-unquote find simple and cost-effective in the same thing. Kudo Miner says it's offering it's a GUI miner, which in other words is a graphics front end for its interface. It's an accessible technology, means inexperienced miner can install and sit back while the software automates everything else, while experts have the chance to adjust advanced settings in the lines with their preference. Still have my doubts on this one. The program is able to mine multiple coins and switch between them on the basis of which one's the most profitable at any given moment. Now, is this going to be kind of like a Nice Hash or a Wind Miner or something like that? Casual miners can leave Kudo mining in the background while they use their PC. It ensures it does not interfere with the computer's performance. So that means it's not hitting up the CPU if you start doing something. Crypto enthusiasts with dedicated mining rigs can maximize earnings by tweaking algorithms on the advanced settings page, where they can also see the results of all the benchmarks. Automatic overclocking and other features designed to boost profitability are being released in the end of the year, aiming to bridge a gap between traditional command line and GUI miners. So they're trying to make my rigs combined with what they're offering. Unless they're doing this in a Linux-based system, I'm probably not switching my rigs over to this. I might check it out just on my normal PC, see if it compares to, Nice Hash, Wind Miner, stuff like that. The features are reinforced by dashboards where miners can examine data related to their mining performance, look at historic earnings, view hardware information, power levels, as well as keep a close eye on the health of their devices. So it's going to show the hashing, possibly the temperature, fan settings, and stuff like that. Okay. Kudo miners also have a choice in how they get paid. They can receive compensation through Ethereum or Bitcoin, and additional coins will be included in the list in the future. So it's kind of going to be like Nice Hash and Wind Miner, where they just take whatever it is that they're mining, and then they're going to automatically convert it for you, minus a transaction fee probably, and then whatever their pool fee is going to be on top of this. Mining, the company says that its simplified approach to mining has struck a chord with crypto enthusiasts. Since the launch a month ago, Kudo says its software has attracted thousands of users in more than 130 countries, available on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Okay, so it does have a Linux base to it. The program updates automatically and makes the necessary changes as fork arises. Now again, I'm going to put it up again, it's like if I'm going to check this out, I'm definitely going to be putting it up against what my normal mining rigs make, Nice Hash, Wind Miner, and all those other ones, and see if this can even pull the hash power that it says and pull in the rewards the way that I think they should. So we'll have to see in the future. Overall, the crypto mining world has been suffering a crisis of confidence over the past few months, with Bitcoin miners alone already generating $4.7 billion in revenue for the first 9 months of 2018. There is still a lot to play for. Kudo miners ardently believe that GPU mining is definitely alive and kicking, but its team argued that the strategies being adopted by some professional miners are diminishing their chances of making a decent profit. Altcoins are often most profitable only for a few minutes or hours, so one needs to mine during this period to maximize gains. If you're only worried about the right now profitability because you're either exchanging it directly into Bitcoin right away or you're exchanging it into fiat right away, you're not looking at profitability in this way. I'm looking at profitability long term. I'm thinking a year from now, 2 years from now, when the bulls come back into the market, to where I'm looking at the network difficulty drop. That's profitable. If with what hash power I have, if I can maximize the amount of rewards per hash power, it does not matter what the price is. I'm already more profitable in the long run, and just hodl it for whenever it's time to finally cash in, because the price action finally lifted back up. I'm going to be sitting a lot better than the people that are going to be trying to chase these profits right now. Everybody that I've talked to that has mined through the slumps, they just kept mining what they were mining, and knowing that what they were mining was a decent company that was still putting in the grind, even in a downturned market. I mean, you get things like Bitcoin Private, where they're not doing anything. So, are they going to rebound after all of this? Probably not, if they don't start putting in some work to change what they're doing. Algorithm, coins like that, if they're not putting in the work, they're going to die off. Because after everybody, after all the slump comes back, people are going to go after immediately what's profitable. And it's not going to be Bitcoin Private. It's not going to be some of these other coins that didn't put in any work, because if you don't put any work, you're not going to have any support. It's just how it works. So for me, I'm supporting a network that's rewarding me and something that I'm going to be able to use in the future. Like some of that Ethereum Classic. Let's see here. They also emphasize the need to move in a way focusing on a single coin or algorithm, favoring of chopping and changing between an array of cryptocurrencies, as well as choosing optimal settings, elevating their chances, making it worthwhile. So they're just talking about they got an a program that's going to just cycle through whatever is technically profitable at this very second. If you got something that can cycle through like that, are you going to be profitable? Probably, but I don't know how profitable they're going to be compared to me, where I'm getting more coin, more rewards per hash power instead of more dollars per hash power, because dollars don't equate coin or rewards. Just saying. The company's founders were motivated to find an accessible mining solution when they discovered the huge amount of computing power on laptops, PCs, and servers. With the hardware often idle 60% of the time as a result, they sought to develop solutions that could kill two birds with one stone, stopping the resources from being wasted while maximizing profitability for mining by removing barriers to entry. I don't understand what barriers they're really removing. Nice hash is pretty simple. You just gotta set up a Coinbase account with it and you can exchange through. I'm just saying. So I really have to do a little research into this one to see if it's all what they're trying to hype it up to be. Of course, using underused resources does not detract the fact that there are concerns about energy consumption that goes into cryptocurrency mining, with a recent report suggesting it takes more energy to produce $1 of Bitcoin than it does to uncover a dollar's worth of gold or silver. And that's wrong. There is tons of information out there. I can, if you guys really want me to dig into that one, I can sit there and give it out. But, on another video, of course. But it takes more resources, more energy, more fuel, more around everything to dig out gold and silver out of the ground, because you got multi-million-dollar equipment, you got trucks, infrastructure, fuel that has to carry everything. They have electricity, they're in remote places, so they've got to have resources shipped to them. So yeah, there's a lot of infrastructure that goes into gold mining. If you are just flatlining it to fuel being used, yes, Bitcoin takes more electricity to mine than it does to mine gold or silver. Now, if you collectively talk about full resources, gold is a much higher market cap for resources than Bitcoin, even if you factor in infrastructure, equipment, and electricity. Gold and silver are still using a lot more money. They are burning up resources at a far faster pace. So that part of of that statement being that it takes more, nope. But moving on. Kudos says it's the first crypto mining company to commit to being carbon neutral, as well as making an effort to its user to follow suit. Now, what the heck do they mean by carbon neutral? So they're ensuring that every single person that uses their software doesn't burn fossil fuels. I mean, I myself would say that I'm actually carbon neutral. Why? Because I get my power from windmills. So what carbon footprint am I producing? I've got a renewable energy resource that is powering up my house and my rigs. So how are they sitting there saying that they're going to continue to be carbon neutral? Are they in signing up any? If you sign up for our program, you have to use hydroelectric, windmill, or solar. Is that how they're doing it? Because other than that, there's no way that they can commit to being carbon neutral, unless it's the company themselves that the company powers up their own buildings with solar power, so now they're carbon neutral. I don't understand that. The company offsets its energy consumption by investing in carbon credits. Oh, I should have just kept on reading just a little bit further. So they're doing the same thing that the automakers are doing. Oh, that's pretty rich. So automakers do kind of the same thing. They'll buy carbon credits, like what they're sitting here saying, by investing into carbon credits that aim into helping good causes, developing funds to solar and wind power projects in India. Being in India, that's just one area. But the automakers are doing the same thing, where they're investing into good carbon credits, and then they also make energy efficient vehicles, where they call those green vehicles, and it allows them to produce black vehicles. And what I mean by that actually is that the green vehicles would be your electric cars, your hybrid cars, or any vehicle that gets 30 miles to the gallon or better. Those are going to be your carbon neutral or carbon green vehicles for the automakers. They get so many carbon green credit points, and they're allowed to make so many black carbon credit points. And now for GM, that would actually fall into the category with Corvettes and their Camaro lines. Those would be black carbon footprints. So those would be negative impacts. They're not energy efficient. They're just high horsepower vehicles. Just put a big old smile on your face when you hit the gas pedal. But it looks like they're taking a page right out of their own, out of the automakers' books, where they're buying up the carbon credits, so it looks like they're an eco-friendly company. And then I bet you they leave every light on in the building. I don't know. I'm not there at the building. They could be, smart building where it turns itself off every time somebody leaves the room, which that'd be pretty cool. But so miners will be able to soon select options that will make their own hardware carbon neutral too. I wonder how they're going to do that one. I mean, unless they're sitting there trying to put in energy companies into the backside of this, where you can sign up for a new energy company, be like, yeah, we'll make it carbon green. If that's actually the case, that one aspect would be kind of cool. If it's a mining program that's encouraging people, and on the backside they have a way to link people in with renewable energy resources, dude, I'll actually take that one as a win. That would actually, I think that's the first company that would actually implement, if that's the direction that I think they're doing, which that would be cool. I would actually kind of half shill it for them on that aspect. Over time, Kudo believes distributed computers have a potential to help a number of good cases, including cancer research, protein folding, and seismic imaging. I remember seeing that folding at home thing I could do on my my game station. You'd never make any money with it. I wonder if they have made that a little bit better. With Kudo Miner, users can choose to mine anonymously in order to test the software without logging in. The revenue received goes to charity. Why would anybody do that? That's weird. I don't know why they would even have that. I mean, it's like it depends on the charity. I don't believe in all the charities. Some of the charities are scams. They're money grabs. They don't put half of what they raise in charity to the organization that it's supposed to go to. They pocket a certain percentage of it. It's not how it's supposed to be. But depending on the charity that you're mining to, might be a good cause, might be one of those crappy ones. The revenue goes to charity. It has established a charitable arm called Kudo Donate, where miners can convert their spare computing power into cash for good causes. This project has the goal of raising $1 billion in funding and computing resources for charities in the coming years. Again, depends on what charity that they go with. Depends on if I'd be for it or against it. Kudo was founded by CEO Matt Hawkins and Duncan Cook. Both men have been motivated by a desire to do something philanthropic. Cook has experience in building technology for a good cause, and one of his projects was a disaster warning app for American Red Cross, which helps to save countless lives during natural disasters. Okay. So that guy is actually kind of cool. This Duncan Cook made a decent app, actually trying to save people's lives. Now that's the grind from people that I can actually stand behind. So I think just because he's done some good stuff, I think I'll take a little look into this project. Not saying that I'm going to use it or anything like that in any way, shape, or form, but seeing somebody actually do good work gets me enough to at least take notice in what they're doing, and I'll definitely look into it. And with that being said, guys, have you seen Kudo Miner at all? If you have, drop some comments in down below. Tell me what your experience is with it. Let me know. And while you're down there, of course, smash that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell notification, and of course, I will see you on the next one. Oop. It's supposed to be my ending shot here. There we go.